did your barre video first and then stretch before you got here. We're going to do some jumping later in the class, and so I found this awesome idea where you can fold up a yoga mat, and when you jump on top of the yoga mat, it doesn't make as much noise. So if you're on the second floor and you have family down below you, or if you just feel like your floor is really hard because you're on concrete or something like that and you want to soften it a little bit, you can do that. So go ahead and take a minute to grab your yoga mat. You can pause the video. And if you are ready, we can get started in the center. Okay, so you're going to start with your right foot in fifth position, body quasi. We're going to do an adage. Start with your arms en bas. We're going to chasse forward on the right foot, arabesque à terre, left toe pointed. Come back down to our lunge. Arms are in third position. Okay? And we're going to circular port de bras to the front. So remember, your arms stay in fifth the whole time. It's only your upper body that is moving. And then you come up to your arabesque. You're going to lift up to arabesque, pull into passe, développé entendu. So I'm just going to bend my standing leg, développé entendu, and then you're going to tombe, which I can't do. Tombe, pas de barre to face the front. From here, we're going to développé the right leg. So sharp coupe, up, développé to the side, tombe side, pas de barre, prepare to the other corner. And then, like we said last week, if your room is safe for turning, you can do a turn, either a single or a double. I'm going to stick with singles on my floor. Feel free to even do a passe releve if you don't feel like you can turn on your floor right now. Whatever you can do correctly and without hurting yourself, that's what you should be doing. And then we're going to close and do the other side. Okay? So it starts with a chasse, lunge, circular port de bras, lift, arabesque, développé, tombe, pas de barre, développé side, tombe, pas de barre, pirouette, and then back. Okay? Let me just clear something from my phone real fast. It's not going away. Okay, here we go. Starting with the right foot in fifth position, body croisé, elbows lifted, heads in 5, 6, 7, 8. Chasse, lunge, circular port de bras, and arabesque, passe, développé entendu, tombe, pas de barre, face the front, développé side, tombe, pas de barre, prepare, pirouette. Get ready on the left side. Chasse, lunge, circular port de bras, and one, lift, whoop. Tombe, pas de barre, développé side, tombe, pas de barre, and turn, and back. Okay. All right. Let's move on to our pirouettes. Again, I just want to remind you, safety first. You can always do a passe releve instead of a turn, and it will still give you the benefit of strengthening your technique and getting you ready to turn when you come back to the studio. So I do not want you to pressure yourself to do crazy turns on an unknown surface. Do what you need to do to keep yourself safe and building strength, okay? So we're going to start in fifth position. Right foot in front. You're going to do a piqué passe to the side. So you're going to start with a little tendu, entendu. Oh, that's a dégagé. Passe, close. From here, you're going to do a glissade back to where you started. Glissade. And we're finding our fifth and we're finding our leg when we do this part. So we're going up on your leg, plie, glissade. From here, you're going to passe your right leg up, prepare back, pirouette, just seeing where you land. Pirouette, land back, then we tendu, quasi, prepare, on the don, land front, and after your on the don, oh, you're going to do one more en dehors. So you just landed with your right foot to the front, side, back, en dehors, back, close. Then you're ready to start on the other leg, because now your left foot's free. So you're going to do passe, plie, glissade, fifth position, passe, prepare, pirouette, back, tendu, prepare, on the don, land front, tendu, prepare, pirouette, and back, okay? I'm sticking to all singles. You do what you need to do, okay? Let's start with the right foot in fifth. 5, 6, 7, 8. And piqué, glissade, passe, turn, tendu, and turn, side, and turn. Alright, take a second to get ready for the left foot. Left foot in fifth. 5, 6, 7, 8. And up. Glissade, passe, turn, tendu, on and on. Who knew there is a whole song about potato chips, right? Okay, so next is our saute. So go ahead and get your yoga mat if you need it. If you have it, I'm gonna put mine down. Ooh, I think. Yeah. Okay, sautes. We're gonna do 8 in first, 8 changement, 2 grand échappé battu, which means when you do your grand échappé, you're gonna go second, and then you're gonna beat your feet under chicat to close. Bum bum. Okay? So we're gonna do 2 grand échappé battu, 1 under chatois. Under chatois. So under chicat is actually under chicatre, right? And that cat at the end, that means 4. So it means between a cat, 4, something weird like that. Under chatois means 3. So instead of doing the full beat and landing with your feet in fifth, like this, right? That's under chicat. You're gonna do under chatois, you're gonna beat, and you're gonna land in coupe. Beat, land. So your back foot is in coupe when you do that, okay? So the combo goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and second, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, not second, wrong class. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are slower. Out, beat together, out, beat together. Then 1 under chatois. Woo. We're gonna go on the left foot that time. And then you're going to step on your coupe foot and assemble to close. Okay? So let's try this one together. We'll pause in between so that we can breathe, and then we'll do it again on the left foot. Here we go. The right foot in front. 5, 6, and here you go. And first, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Changement. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Go out, beat, out, under chatois, step, ensemble. Good. Take a little breath. We're gonna do that again. All right, let's get ready with our left foot in front. 5, 6, first position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Out, beat, under trois, step. Awesome. All right. Okay, you can ditch your yoga mat if you have one. One more activity. Well, what time is it? Maybe two more. We'll see if we can fit it in. And then a homework assignment, okay? So, next, we're gonna work on, let's get right to traveling turns. So, I know it's really hard to do a traveling turn in your house. Some of you have a very small space to practice in, like I do, but you can still practice your turning technique and try an even harder trick, which is a changing spot. So, instead of doing your chaîné turns, which we'll start with, straight across the floor and stopping after like 1.5, we're going to do them in a square around ourselves. Each time you're going to change your spot. So, I want you to start with your right toe pointed, arms in third, spotting the side, just like you're traveling straight to the edge of the room. So you're going to go chaîné. From here, instead of stepping again to that side, you're going to step to the back corner, chaîné, and you're going to keep going to that corner, chaîné, and then you're going to go back to the front to where you started, chaîné, okay? So we should be able to make a circle around ourselves. We're just going to do these nice and slow to stay safe. I want you to practice strong arms locking into your back, straight knees, high and releve. We're going to do this on the left foot and then the right foot, okay? So, let's see.
Raindrops on roses, whiskers on kittens, like copper.
Okay, let's get started with your right toe pointed. Wait, where do we want to go? Let's go that way first. So your right toe is pointed, 5, 6, and chaîné, to the back, to the side, to the front. Good, so you might be a little more dizzy because you're doing more than a whole turn. Let's take a pause, and then we'll do it on the other side. So you're going to point your left foot, going that way, and here you go. 1, to the back corner, other back corner, and to the front. Now we're going to do the same thing with piqué turns. So changing spot, piqué turns, going in a circle around yourself. Remember all your good turning technique because it still applies, and practice this one throughout the week when you get bored, because turning is always a good thing to practice. So let's start with our right toe again, this time piqués. Piqué, piqué, okay? Here we go. Right foot, and here you go. Side, and back, and front. All right, let's get ready with the left foot. 5, 6, and here you go. 1, back, side, and front. All right. Okay, ladies, your assignment, should you choose to accept it, is to practice your saut de chaise. So, I want you to do your very favorite zigzag combination. Tombe, pas de barre, glissade, saut de chaise. Okay? Practice that in your yard if it gets nice out. If you have a huge space in your living area, you can kind of clear it out and make it safe. Keep practicing your leaps. Okay? Couple tips for your leaps. Number 1, you want to make sure that before you leave the ground, so before you worry about this leg that's going up, I want you to think about the step before it. So you're going down, nice and low, before you go up. The other thing is I want you to think about développing with a higher knee, because your leg is going to go where your knee sets you up. So a lot of us développé like this, boom, boom, when you do your leap. When you développé back like this, you're taking up a lot of energy and your leg can't get as high. When you développé from this position, this attitude position, straight out, you can go much higher. So I want you to practice going down to go up and then lifting your knee up as you do your saut de chaise. All right? Thanks, guys. See you next week.